Hello there everybody in this land, this is Diablo Di Drago, back again with a new video. Sorry about the peace sign, this is supposed to be What If Deku Was a Stand User Part 5. Right, it's part 5. Yeah, it's part 5, sorry. I am going to apologize in advance, because if I start stuttering a bit, that means I haven't really... My train of thought's kind of slow today, sorry. A quick announcement. About the previous part where I mentioned Shinzo coming in, I'm an idiot, so I'm going to be completely honest. I couldn't wrap my head around it for putting Shinzo into the future parts before the actual anime comes out with it. I am sorry. So I will put that scene back in this What If when season 4 or 5 or whatever Shinzo's supposed to come in later parts, after the seasons come out. I am sorry. Sooner or later, we'll get to that. And, as you should know, I am going to have to finish up What Ifs that I already have right now. What Ifs I already have, I should be able to get done. This one should be done with the next two videos or so. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get to the What If. We begin with everyone returning back to school from their internships. Everyone is curious about what happened in Hosu with the hero killer. Of course, Deku, Anita, they say nothing. No one says a thing about it. Then all of a sudden, All Might walks in, and he says they're gonna have some rescue training, a little rescue race. Izuku wins obviously because of his stand and one for all. He's gotten so good at using both stands at once. And not stands, using both powers at once. His stand and one for all. And Izuku has actually mastered approximately 60% of one for all by this point. And after his race, All Might asks, after everyone's done with the races, All Might asks Deku to meet with him after school. Izuku Midoriya walks in, and he also finds his other teacher, Jojo. Because Jojo was there because he actually knows the secret of one for all, and he is discussing with Deku everything that's been going on with Shinzo, because like I said, Shinzo went to Jojo's agency because of his stand awakening. Izuku's glad that Shinzo's doing well, and Jojo starts expressing a little concern of his. Or not really a concern, more of a thought that he has been pondering. Izuku, All Might, and Jojo all know that one for all gets stronger every time it's passed down to the next generation. Stands are similar to quirks in many ways. If a parent is a stand user and their child also has a stand, it's bound to be similar, if not a little. It's going to be similar, or at least it's going to be different, but similar. Let's just say that. And Jojo, also starts expressing something with the power of Hamon from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. How it can be given from one person to another, just like... And Hamon is actually directly intertwined with a stand, because it's part of life energy. Izuku's golden overdrive, that he has actually used on multiple occasions, is part of Hamon and stand. Izuku didn't notice this. Jojo never mentioned anything because he wasn't completely sure. He watched his grandfather use it a lot, but still. And Jojo stated that if Izuku gives one for all to the next generation, would that person also receive his stand? And if so, will that also awaken that person's stand, if possible? Izuku, he goes into his muttering form, as in he just starts rambling about all the things that could happen if that is true. But Izuku doesn't want to think about this. And a couple days pass. All Might and the teachers all tell them about their final exam. Everyone is paired up the exact same way as they are in the anime. Bakugo is even more pissed than he is in the anime because he has to work with Deku, the person who he's always thought to be weaker than him. Baku does have some respect for him, but he doesn't like him. He doesn't exactly like him all that much. Bakugo is still up for fighting All Might and capturing him. Izuku, unaware of actually most of his power, says they need to run away because it'll be near impossible for them to beat All Might. In the midst of all their fighting, All Might fires one large attack right at them. They dodge in time, but they all got surprised by All Might. All Might starts hitting them slightly and bashing them against each other. Izuku gets trapped under the grate like he did in the anime, and Bakugo, who starts saying, as he's about to lose, a hero is someone who always wins, no matter what the circumstances. If I can't beat you now, how will I become a hero? Izuku gets mad. He actually jumps out of the grate and causes a small crater and punches Bakugo right in the face and tells him, "Don't you dare start talking like that." Izuku does drag Bakugo off like he did in the anime. Bakugo is mad, but Izuku starts getting angrier. And he starts saying, "Bakugo, you want to pass? We work together." That's how it works. Bakugo is very surprised at this because Izuku has never called Bakugo Bakugo. It's always been Kachan. And after a brief period of negotiating and yelling, they decide to work together. They decide to come up with a plan of using both the grenade gauntlets at the exact same time from an approximate range of 3 feet away from All Might on both sides. This will hurt All Might at least a little bit and give them enough cover time in order to either run away or capture him. Bakugo's still voting for capture. And Izuku agrees to this. They do the plan, and they do manage to capture All Might. Bakugo is, after the test, Bakugo is pondering, and because he knows how Izuku's emotions can actually influence his stand, his power, and Bakugo started wondering, has Deku been holding in all that anger for so long? Bakugo decides not to think about this. They learn about the training camp for Season 3, and they head to it. They're met by the Pussycats. I can't get over that name. They're met, and they get launched in the woods. Izuku saves Mineta, because it's Izuku. They actually get to the camp approximately 2 hours earlier than they did in the anime. They're still tired, but still. They eat dinner, they go to bed after taking a bath, and they wake up the next morning prepared for quirk training. And everyone is grueling. I mean, they are tired after so much. They're hurting all over because of quirk training. Izuku is actually fine. He actually does get a bit more of one-for-all mastery, and his stand is kind of strange, really. It boosts his speed and agility. Speed, agility, flexibility, strength, stuff like that, to an immense amount. And there isn't exactly a way to train that harder, so he just does his normal workout like he did in the anime, plus his actual workout that he put through, and he actually does get meditation over the time, because he does mention that mental strength is important for his power. And League of Villain attacks. Izuku notices Koda is missing. They do have the whole punch to the balls thing. And that, I forgot to mention that, yeah. And he goes to look for him. And he finds that Muscular is toying with Koda like a rag doll. Izuku is mad. He's just glowing red and starts punching. And he punched Muscular all the way back about 50 feet. And Muscular comes up and he is smiling. He is smirking like a true demon. And he then says one thing. You seem worthy of 100% of my new power. Izuku is wondering, new power? I don't even know his old one. And Izuku does recognize Muscular with his power of muscle augmentation, but then he sees that he's growing. He is growing horns. He's growing spikes. He is becoming kind of a bull demon looking thing, along with his normal power. Izuku tells Koda to run as he fights him. He's about to get crushed. And Koda slashes Muscular with water, yelling to let him go. Muscular starts moving to get closer to Koda, and Izuku simply says, "Stay away from him." All of a sudden, he's glowing golden. Again, golden, crimson, blue, white, green. So much aura is coming from him, and he is boosting One for All beyond its limit, beyond his own limit, to defeat Muscular. And then he simply says, "Crimson, golden, overdrive, Delaware, Detroit, smash." Yeah, it's kind of a long name. And he actually sends Muscular flying several miles through the mountain. He actually shatters the mountain that they're at. And that's where I'll leave it off for now. If you like this video, please please hit that like. Yeah. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and new vids will be coming sooner or later. Repeat, sooner or later. I'm going to finish up these what ifs, then I'm going to get started on requests. If you have requests, let me know in the comments below what you want, and I'll write them down. Because, yeah, right now I have close to 15 requests so far. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. What if Asta ate the wolf fruit? Part 2 will be coming out later on this week, within the next couple of days. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, enjoy my content, and see you all later. Quick announcement again. I want to thank every last one of you who has been viewing my content, for viewing my content. You guys are the Plus Ultra audience that I need to keep going with this channel. I'm glad everyone likes my content. It's kind of a surprise. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Hey man, see you later. You are Plus Ultra, my dudes.